When we talk of truth, we have to understand that truth is what it is. We cannot organize it. We cannot mentally conceive it. It is what it is. In our arrogance, if we try to propound something as truth, it will be very easily shown and exposed that it is not. Truth is subtler and can come to us if we become subtler personalities. We have the knowledge of the tree outside, but we have no knowledge of our roots. And we have to humble down as students of knowledge to understand what is in our roots. If you have a scientific mind, then you must keep it open and see for yourself what is the truth. If I put before you any statement, you should treat it like a hypothesis. And then if you achieve it, then you have to believe as honest people that that's the truth. Truth has to be absolute. Those who achieve it, all of us must say the same thing. But those who do not achieve can come out with many varieties of propositions. Truth is to be felt on your central nervous system. As you can clearly see, there are flowers here which are white in color, and you can feel them as flowers. You should be able to feel the truth. If you do not feel the truth on your central nervous system, then you should not believe into something because it was followed by your forefathers. So with a very open mind, we have to see to it that truth is beyond human awareness. Unless and until you rise to a level of a realized soul, you cannot feel the truth. That means you have to have your rebirth. But it is not just a false certificate that you are being born again. It is the actualization. It is not like somebody saying, all right, I baptize you here and you are finished with it. But it is actually feeling the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost coming out of your head. Unless and until you have become the Spirit, it is said that we are surrounded by the all-pervading power of God's love. But have you felt it? As described in many various scriptures that you can feel it like a cool breeze. Did you feel that way? You cannot pay for getting to truth. You cannot purchase it. Because it is a living process of evolution, of a living force that has to do this. and any living force you cannot purchase. Like in the Mother Earth, you put a seed and it sprouts by itself. You cannot force Mother Earth to do that. And you cannot pay Mother Earth for that. It has to happen spontaneously by the power of the Mother Earth. If the seed is all right, then it will sprout and it will be transformed into a plant. In the same way, we are transferred and transformed into a new awareness. This awareness is called as the collective consciousness. That is, you can feel your inner being on your fingertips. You can feel another person also on your fingertips. Muhammad Sahib has said in Quran that there will be a time of Qiyamah, means the resurrection, when your hands will speak and give witness against you. In the Bible, we know of the Last Judgment. God is not going to judge us by putting us in the weight measurements. You are going to judge yourself. So, we need to talk about Kundalini. So, the force that is within you, called Kundalini, rises through the various centers within you which are subtle. You become sensitive on your fingertips. People suddenly find out they have got cancer. They suddenly find out that they get heart attacks. Suddenly they find out they are schizophrenic. Suddenly they find out about their relations that they are sick. There is no information when all these problems are growing up. Only when you are a realized soul, you can feel it on your fingertips that these problems are growing up. Now, if you know how to control or to check or to correct these problems, then you are the healthiest person going around. You can never get into any disease. Your diseases can be cured. Your mental problems can be cured. Not only that, but your attention becomes so powerful that sitting down here, you can feel the chakras of other people. Because you enter into a new realm of awareness where you start feeling the all-pervading power. This all-pervading power itself is the subtle of all the elements. It is the subtle of the ether. It is the subtle of the light. When it is the subtle of everything and you have become a subtle, you establish a contact with that subtle. So you become the spirit. That is what we have to achieve, is to become the Spirit. To become the Spirit, you have to know that so far we have been living in a relative world. Not in an absolute world. We do not know whether we are right or wrong. So, the Spirit is the absolute knowledge within us. It gives us the absolute knowledge. It is the source of all the knowledge. And when it enlightens in our attention, this attention itself knows everything. Not only it knows, but it acts. It works. Like if there's a television transmission, we all can see it in our homes, that transmission. But it doesn't act, we can just see it. But here your attention acts. Always, whatever is benevolent, it works out that way. Now the other side of it, the person who becomes the Spirit becomes a peaceful, joyous person. He emits joy all around himself. Such a person is a magnetic person. His innocence is awakened within him. And even the glance of such a person is so innocent, without any lust and greed, that such a person can give nothing but bliss. Such a person is a very powerful person, but extremely compassionate. As we can see in the life of Christ, when Mary Magdalene was stoned, he stood before her, though he had nothing to do with her. And he said, those who have not committed any sin can throw the stones at me. And it happened that nobody threw a stone at him. This is what one has to achieve, is complete joy and that detachment which gives you a complete power to solve your problems. Like when you are in the water, you are afraid of the waves. But when you are in a boat, you can see them. But if you know how to swim, you can enjoy them. In that way, you have to become the master. So, with affluence, you must have your spirit, otherwise you cannot enjoy life. So, you have to be wise about it. It's a life's chance, I should say, of many lives, that you have to get to your spirit. And you should not get lost into ideologies and people who try to tell you big stories. They just come here to make money out of you. You must see from the people who have gone to them and what has happened to them. They are all lost people. I am not here to take anything from you. nor for a vote from you. I am not a politician. I am here to give you the key of your own wealth. And I hope you people receive it and make best of your life. I'm sure it will work out tonight, your realization. It takes hardly any time. But you should be on the receiving end. I cannot force it on you. You have to ask for it. There is no obligation. Like one light which is enlightened can light another light. In the same way it works out. And you can also become powerful enough to enlighten others. Only thing is, you must treat your life with respect. And not to treat it so frivolously. Otherwise, it is not going to work out. I hope today all of you get your realization. May God bless.